Ladies and gentlemen, the conflict in Ukraine has put the focus on Russia and on Eastern Europe and on the West. But in the shadows of this war, in the wake of the conflict, in the middle of the disaster, China is making major gains. It is cutting deals, it is raking in money, it is replacing the West everywhere, it is cementing its global position, it is gaining more and more direct allies. And tonight, we dig deeper here at Republic and we ask, is China the profit center of the war? The real profit center? Let's debate.
With every passing day, we are only seeing how city after city in Ukraine is being pounded by Russian bombs that are being dropped. A 1,000-kilogram bomb that was dropped in a maternity hospital. The tribute that is now being paid, the Ukrainian flag that is going to be laid on the mortal remains of the soldier. Remember, what's becoming even more difficult for the Ukrainians is that they have to leave their own homeland. A lot of women, a lot of children are now leaving their homeland.
Yesterday in its statement, Russia and Ukraine had also suggested, we can also see, yes, right behind me, Republic is showing you Russian army convoy. You can see Russian army convoy. There are the border areas. These are pictures which we are showing. You can see that V mark is there. We are exclusively showing you these pictures from the border area. This convoy can be clearly seen on the television screens. V is there. We can clearly see while we were reporting, we have seen now this.
China may say it wants peace.
中方认为，要化解当前的危机，必须坚持联合国宪章宗旨和原则，尊重和保障各国的主权和领土完整，必须坚持安全不可分割的原则，照顾当事方的合理安全关切。
But is China the true profit center of the war being waged in Ukraine?
Today, I'm announcing the United States is targeting the main artery of Russia's economy. We're banning all imports of Russian oil and gas and energy. That means Russian oil will no longer be acceptable at U.S. ports, and the American people will deal another powerful blow to Putin's war machine.
The sanctions on Russia have opened up the place for Saudi Arabia to become the top oil exporter. China has just cracked a deal of $10 billion with Saudi Arabian company Aramco, and that will be developing a petrochemical and oil refinery complex in the northeastern city of Panjin in China, thereby securing the oil supplies. China is smartly turning the crisis in Russia into opportunity for itself. It has been buying Russian oil and gas on dirt cheap places. And there have been reports that China has been urging to invest in the Russian oil and gas companies. The controversy over the bioweapons in Ukraine has just come at a perfect time for China that had been facing wrath from the world for COVID. Now the tables are turned for China, and the fingers that were pointing towards China for the COVID outbreak have now shifted focus to America.
这是美方向禁止生物武器公约缔约国大会提交的数据。美方一直主张公开透明。如果美方认为有关信息是假的，完全可以公布相关证据。 做出澄清，以便国际社会做出评判。我谢谢你。
The present crisis has given China an opportunity to internationalize yuan. The Russian companies and banks are now turning to yuan, and China happens to be the biggest gainer of this situation.
今年我们降低了赤字率到2.8%。 少了2000多亿，但与此同时，我们 加大了财政支出的力度。
China is closely watching what's happening in Ukraine to draw its own strategy in terms to Taiwan. And this conflict happens to be a perfect feedback loop for the geostrategical movement for China, from which it can learn and apply with Taiwan.
台湾问题同乌克兰问题有着本质区别，两者没有任何可比性。最根本的不同在于，台湾是中国领土不可分割的一部分。 台湾问题完全是中国的内政，而乌克兰问题呢，则是俄罗斯和乌克兰两个国家之间的争端。
The role of the Chinese in this is very significant, but it's still, I think, unfolding, and it's not clear, probably even to the Chinese at this moment.
China has been filling the Russian void in the West and the Western void in Russia, and this war seems to be an ultimate win-win situation for China, which has been the biggest beneficiary of this war.